Why am I participating in Dara Muhammad Day? Well, we all know the backstory. For a number of years, certain elements of the radical Muslim community have used threats of violence and perpetrated actual acts of violence in an attempt to scare others into rescinding their own rights to free speech. I can't think of a more powerful way to protest such than by exercising in free speech in willful defiance of such threats. And that's the reason why I'm participating in Dara Muhammad Day. And there's two recurring themes I see in some bloggers who are arguing against this event. The first one seems to be along the lines of that free speech doesn't include the right to defend, except that free speech does include the right to defend. And I can give you a good example of that. In the Quran, there's very explicit instructions about what should happen to people like me as a non-believer. Yet, I'm not a hypocrite about this. I will actually defend your right to hold your religion. I'll defend your right to talk about and spread the Quran. I only wish that that same sentiment could be reciprocated. The other thing that seems to come up is this attempt to brand Dara Muhammad Day as a group of haters. In one sense, that's true. Yes, we are haters in that we hate when threats of violence and barbarism and intimidation are being used to threaten our free speech. And it really comes down to a very simple question. Do we keep silent and allow these elements of the radical Muslim community to succeed in their aims to stifle free speech through acts of barbarism and threats of violence and intimidation? Or do we decide to make a stand and try and defend free speech? And I can't think of a better way of defending free speech, a more poetically just way to do that, than by engaging in free speech in willful defiance of those threats, and to make a clear, unambiguous statement that we're not going to allow ourselves to be intimidated. Having said all that, I do have one major reservation about Dara Muhammad Day, and that I actually can't draw worth a tuppence. So here is my rather feeble contribution to the proceedings.